I'm Adam, your host, and I'm excited to embark on this language learning journey with you.
And I'm Julia, your co-host and fellow language enthusiast. Together, we'll explore a myriad of topics designed to enhance your English proficiency and empower you to communicate effectively in any situation.
Today, we're delving into a crucial aspect of English language mastery: job interviews. Whether you're a recent graduate, a seasoned professional, or someone exploring new career opportunities, having strong English skills can make all the difference when it comes to landing your dream job.
Absolutely, Adam. In this episode, we'll unravel the intricacies of mastering English for job interviews. From common interview questions to language and tone considerations, we'll equip you with the tools and strategies needed to ace your next interview with confidence.
So, whether you're polishing your resume, gearing up for a virtual interview, or preparing for an in-person meeting, sit back, relax, and let's embark on this learning journey together. Welcome to the English Globe, where language meets opportunity.
Let's kick things off by discussing why English proficiency is absolutely crucial for job interviews, particularly in today's globalized world. In an increasingly interconnected world where companies operate on a global scale, proficiency in English has become a fundamental requirement for many job positions.
Whether you're applying for a position in a multinational corporation, seeking opportunities abroad, or even navigating the local job market in an English-speaking country, your ability to communicate effectively in English can significantly impact your chances of success.
Absolutely. Not only does English proficiency open doors to a wider range of job opportunities, but it also allows individuals to effectively collaborate with colleagues from diverse cultural backgrounds and engage with clients and customers on a global scale.
And let's not forget about the role of English in facilitating cross-border communication and fostering international business relationships. In many industries, the ability to negotiate contracts, conduct presentations, and participate in meetings in English is essential for success.
Adam, now let's take a moment to delve into some statistics and anecdotes that underscore the importance of language skills in the job market. Studies have shown that candidates with strong English language abilities are more likely to be hired and receive higher salaries compared to their counterparts with limited language proficiency.
And anecdotes from professionals across various industries further highlight the real-world impact of English language skills on interview success. From securing lucrative job offers to thriving in diverse work environments, the benefits of mastering English for job interviews are undeniable.
So, whether you're aiming for career advancement, seeking new opportunities on the global stage, or simply striving to excel in your current role, investing in your English language skills is a wise decision that can yield immense rewards in the job market and beyond.
Now that we've highlighted the importance of English proficiency in job interviews, let's dive into one of the most critical aspects of interview preparation: mastering common interview questions.
Absolutely, Julia. Whether you're a seasoned professional or a recent graduate entering the job market, preparing effective answers to common interview questions is key to showcasing your skills and qualifications.
Let's start by listing some of the most commonly asked interview questions in English. These may include questions about your background, experience, strengths and weaknesses, career goals, and how you handle various situations.
That's right, Julia. It's essential to anticipate these questions and craft thoughtful responses that highlight your strengths and suitability for the position. Now, let's delve into some tips on how to prepare effective answers to these questions.
First and foremost, thoroughly research the company and the job role you're applying for. Tailor your responses to align with the company's values, mission, and job requirements.
Additionally, practice articulating your responses clearly and concisely. Avoid rambling or providing vague answers. Instead, focus on providing specific examples from your past experiences that demonstrate your skills and achievements.
Another tip is to use the STAR method when answering behavioral questions. STAR stands for situation, task, action, and result. By structuring your responses in this format, you can effectively communicate how you've handled challenging situations in the past.
Now let's provide some examples and model responses to common interview questions. For instance, if you're asked, "Can you tell me about yourself?" you could start by providing a brief overview of your professional background, highlighting your relevant skills and experiences, and expressing your enthusiasm for the opportunity.
And if you're asked about your strengths and weaknesses, focus on showcasing your strengths that are relevant to the job and demonstrate self-awareness and a willingness to improve when discussing your weaknesses.
By preparing well-thought-out responses to common interview questions and practicing them beforehand, you'll feel more confident and poised during the interview, increasing your chances of making a positive impression on prospective employers.
Now that we've covered common interview questions, let's shift our focus to the importance of language choice and tone during interviews.
That's right, Adam. The way you communicate during an interview can greatly influence the impression you make on your interviewer. Using appropriate language and maintaining a professional tone is essential to conveying confidence and professionalism.
Absolutely, Julia. Let's start by discussing the significance of language choice. During interviews, it's crucial to use clear, concise, and professional language. Avoid using slang, jargon, or overly casual language that may detract from your professionalism.
That's correct, Adam. Instead, opt for formal and polite language that demonstrates respect for the interviewer and the company. Addressing your interviewer by their title, e.g., Mr., Ms., Doctor, and using phrases such as please and thank you can go a long way in creating a positive impression.
Additionally, pay attention to your tone of voice and nonverbal cues during the interview. Speak confidently and with enthusiasm, but avoid sounding overly rehearsed or insincere. It's essential to strike a balance between professionalism and authenticity.
And let's not forget about the importance of active listening during interviews. Engage with your interviewer by maintaining eye contact, nodding attentively, and demonstrating genuine interest in what they're saying.
Absolutely, Julia. Active listening not only shows that you're attentive and engaged, but also allows you to respond thoughtfully and appropriately to the questions and prompts provided by the interviewer.
And when responding to questions, take a moment to pause and gather your thoughts before speaking. This demonstrates that you're thoughtful and considerate in your responses, rather than rushing to provide an answer.
By paying attention to your language choice, tone, and active listening skills during interviews, you'll not only convey professionalism and confidence, but also create a positive and memorable impression on your interviewer. Now let's explore the importance of cultural considerations during job interviews, especially in multicultural and diverse settings.
That's right, Adam. Cultural differences can significantly impact the dynamics of job interviews, from communication styles to expectations regarding professional conduct.
It's essential to recognize and respect these cultural differences to ensure effective communication and mutual understanding during interviews. For example, in some cultures, direct eye contact may be perceived as disrespectful, while in others, it's a sign of confidence and engagement.
Absolutely, Adam. Similarly, the interpretation of gestures, body language, and personal space can vary across cultures. Being aware of these differences can help you navigate cultural nuances and avoid misunderstandings during interviews. In English-speaking countries such as the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia, there are certain etiquette and norms that candidates should be mindful of during job interviews.
That's correct, Adam. For instance, arriving on time for the interview, dressing appropriately, and maintaining professionalism throughout the interaction are universally important. However, there may be subtle differences in communication styles and expectations across English-speaking countries.
For example, in the United States, it's common for candidates to showcase their achievements and accomplishments confidently during interviews, while in some other cultures, humility and modesty may be valued more highly. Additionally, observe and adapt to the communication styles of your interviewer. Pay attention to their verbal and non-verbal cues and adjust your language, tone, and demeanor accordingly. And don't hesitate to ask clarifying questions if you're unsure about certain cultural norms or customs. Demonstrating cultural sensitivity and awareness can leave a positive impression on your interviewer and showcase your adaptability and global mindset.
By understanding and respecting cultural differences, you'll not only enhance your communication skills during job interviews, but also demonstrate your cultural intelligence and readiness to thrive in diverse work environments.
Now it's time for one of our favorite segments, role-playing scenarios. Adam and I will simulate common job interview situations to demonstrate effective communication strategies and language usage.
Let's jump right in. Imagine you're in a job interview for a customer service position. I'll play the role of the interviewer, and Julia, you'll be the candidate.
Sounds good, Adam. I'm ready.
So, Julia, can you tell me about a time when you provided exceptional customer service in a challenging situation?
Absolutely. In my previous role as a customer service representative, there was a situation where a customer was dissatisfied with our product. I listened to their concerns attentively, empathized with their frustrations, and offered a solution that exceeded their expectations. As a result, the customer left satisfied and even wrote a positive review about their experience.
That's impressive, Julia. You demonstrated excellent communication skills and problem-solving abilities. One piece of feedback I have is to be more concise in your response. Try to summarize your examples more efficiently to ensure you're not using too much time on one question.
Thank you for the feedback, Adam. I'll keep that in mind. Now, let's switch roles. I'll be the interviewer and you'll be the candidate.
Sounds like a plan. I'm ready.
Adam, can you tell me about a time when you had to work collaboratively as part of a team to achieve a goal?
Sure. In my previous role, we had a project deadline approaching, and our team needed to brainstorm ideas for a new marketing campaign. I organized a brainstorming session where everyone had the opportunity to contribute their ideas. By fostering open communication and collaboration, we were able to develop a creative campaign that exceeded our expectations and received positive feedback from our clients.
That's great, Adam. You did an excellent job of highlighting your teamwork and leadership skills. One suggestion for improvement would be to provide more specific details about your role and contributions to the team. Adding specific examples or metrics can make your response more impactful.
Thank you, Julia. I appreciate the feedback. Role-playing scenarios like these are invaluable for honing your interview skills and gaining confidence in your ability to communicate effectively. Remember to practice regularly and incorporate feedback to continually improve your performance in job interviews.
Now let's delve into essential vocabulary and phrases that can help you navigate job interviews with confidence and professionalism.
Absolutely, Julia. Building a strong vocabulary and mastering key phrases relevant to job interviews can significantly enhance your communication skills and make a positive impression on your interviewer.
Let's start by introducing some common vocabulary used in job interviews. For example, qualifications refers to your skills, education, and experience relevant to the job. When discussing your qualifications, be sure to highlight your strengths and achievements.
Another important term is responsibilities, which refers to the duties and tasks associated with the job role. It's essential to demonstrate your understanding of the responsibilities involved and how your skills align with them.
Additionally, teamwork is a crucial concept in many job interviews. Employers often seek candidates who can collaborate effectively with colleagues to achieve common goals. Be prepared to provide examples of your teamwork skills and experiences.
Now, let's discuss some key phrases that can help you communicate effectively during job interviews. When asked about your strengths, you can use phrases like, "I'm proficient in," or "One of my strengths is," to highlight your skills and abilities.
Similarly, when discussing your weaknesses, use phrases like, "One area I'm working on improving is," or "I'm continually striving to enhance my skills in," to demonstrate self-awareness and a proactive attitude towards self-improvement.
It's also essential to use polite and professional language throughout the interview. Phrases like, "Thank you for considering my application," or "I appreciate the opportunity to interview for this position," can leave a positive impression on your interviewer.
Lastly, consider expanding your vocabulary to include industry-specific terms and phrases relevant to the job role you're applying for. Researching industry trends and terminology can help you communicate effectively and demonstrate your expertise in the field.
By incorporating these key vocabulary and phrases into your interview preparation, you'll be better equipped to articulate your qualifications, demonstrate your professionalism, and make a memorable impression on your interviewer. All right, listeners, it's time for our final segment, Tips for Success. Let's summarize what we've discussed today about mastering English for job interviews.
Absolutely, Adam. First off, consistency is key. Make practicing your language skills a regular part of your routine to build confidence and fluency.
And don't forget the importance of seeking feedback. Whether it's from a tutor, a friend, or even recording yourself, constructive criticism can help you identify areas for improvement.
Lastly, utilize resources for further learning and practice. There are tons of online courses, language exchange programs, and books available to help you hone your English skills.
That's right, Julia. By dedicating time, seeking feedback, and making use of available resources, you'll be well on your way to mastering English for job interviews.
And remember, listeners, practice makes perfect. Keep honing your skills and you'll be ready to ace any interview that comes your way.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Why do you want to improve your English specifically for job interviews?
Well, I feel like English is often the deciding factor. If I can speak well, I'll seem more professional.
That's true. The way you communicate can say a lot about your confidence and skills. What part of the interview worries you the most?
Honestly, answering unexpected questions. I freeze up when I don't know the right words.
That's common. Do you practice speaking out loud before interviews?
Not really. I rehearse answers in my head, but not aloud.
That's a habit we need to change. Speaking aloud helps you get comfortable with forming sentences naturally.
I guess that makes sense, so should I just practice with a mirror?
That's a start, but practicing with someone else is even better. You'll get feedback and simulate the real pressure of an interview.
I like that idea. Should I focus more on the common questions or the tough ones?
Both. Start with the common ones to build confidence. Then tackle tougher ones to prepare for surprises.
What if I can't answer a question? I'm scared I'll just blank out.
That's okay. It's more about how you handle the moment. You can ask for clarification or take a brief pause to gather your thoughts.
Won't that make me seem unprepared?
Not at all. Taking your time shows composure. It's better than rushing and saying something unclear.
So, how do I make sure my answers sound natural and not like I memorized them?
That's a great question. The key is to understand the ideas behind your answers, not just the words. Think about the why behind your responses.
You mean like focusing on the meaning, not just the phrasing?
Exactly. For example, instead of memorizing, "I'm a team player," think about a real moment when you worked well with a team. It'll feel more authentic when you talk about it.
Oh, I see, but what if my grammar isn't perfect? Will that ruin my chances?
Not at all. Employers care more about your ideas and confidence. A few grammar mistakes